Have you ever hit a shot, whether you're out on the course or at the driving range, and you just kind of duff it or hook it, lose the ball? And when it comes time for you to approach your next shot, all you can think about is that last one and what went wrong and why you suck. That's just a question. Yeah, so then when you get finished with your round or at the range, you get back in your car and it's still swirling around up there. And every time you try to push that thought away, it comes back a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger. And it becomes their most dominant thought. Do you notice how this affects the way you show up on the course in your life? Look, it's just a hunch. I've never met you. I don't know nothing about nobody. But I do understand about stress and how it affects the mind and the body. My name is Jack, here with Rubberman Golf, and I have designed for you a very special mindfulness meditation for athletes. The purpose of our meditation today is to learn what it feels like to be able to let a thought go and keep our awareness and our identification in the body. Doing this allows us to strengthen our relationship with the present moment, right here and now. And look, if meditation is a scary, loaded word for you, it brings up thoughts of like, oh, I can't clear my mind, or I'm not a monk, I can't levitate and float off the ground and solve my problems or something like that. Yeah, word, me neither. And fortunate for us, that's not what meditation's all about. I invite you to approach this practice today with a new understanding, a new definition for mindfulness meditation. Think about it as paying attention to the present moment on purpose in a non-judgmental way. 1, 2, 3, 4 points. And if you can incorporate any of that to any extent in this little exercise we're going to work through here, that's awesome. That's exactly where we need to be today. So find somewhere comfortable. You can take some space, find a comfortable position, sitting up, laying down, whatever you like, and let's get started. So let's begin by coming up into a comfortable posture, coming into your seat. There's no right or wrong way to sit. You might like to sit up tall with your chest up. You might like to sit back using a support for your back. Maybe even kick your feet up. Totally up to you. Because there's no right or wrong way to come into your seat, and there's no right or wrong way to practice meditation. Like I said, we're working on paying attention to the present moment on purpose in a non-judgmental way. So come into your seat and notice your posture, notice the way your body feels. And I invite you to bring to mind whatever your most dominant thought is right now. And maybe you don't even have to bring it to mind. Instead, just allow the thought to present itself. You could be thinking about meditating and what that means and judging your approach, or you might be thinking about something that happened earlier, something that might happen later. So identify one thought, and instead of pushing it away or trying to ignore it or deny it in any way, I invite you to acknowledge your thought and name it. Put some words to it. Say to yourself, I'm thinking about this or that. And ask yourself, is this or that happening right now? Do I have any control over this or that? Is this or that worth my peace right now? So you got your thought up here. I now invite you to visualize yourself holding this thought, holding it in your hands. I invite you additionally to imagine and visualize there's a shelf or some space where you can set this thought aside. Together we are going to trade a thought for a breath. Together, taking a deep inhale, fill your belly. And as you exhale all the way to the bottom of your breath, letting go. This time when you inhale, breathe into your belly and allow it to rise up through your chest and your lungs. And with your exhale, sink deeper into your seat. We're going to hang out in the physical sensation of the breath here for a minute. Notice if the breath has any capacity of shifting your attention away from your thinking and into your body. In other words, notice how you're really only able to focus on the breath or focus on a thought. And don't believe me? Try it. Try to breathe deeply into your belly while also thinking about something. Maybe the best you can do is flicker back and forth really fast between the two. And so if we have to choose one today, we're going to choose the breath. We're going to keep hanging out in the physical sensations. Feel your belly rise. Feel your chest expand. We're going to take a few moments here to cultivate the breath, to establish the breath. And all we need to do is stay in the physical sensation. This time, as you exhale, notice the gentle whisper in the back of your throat. You can notice your breath gently whisper out. And with your inhale, notice the cool air touch the tip of your nostrils. So you are now able to notice multiple points throughout your whole body, points where you can feel your breath passing through. So you can follow your breath from the precise point where it begins at the tip of your nose, all the way through your belly, and up through your chest. And you can just allow it to feel nice to breathe in this way. Try to breathe without it being attached to any outcome or any performative aspect. We're just breathing because it feels good. Notice after just a few short moments of breathing how your attention is being drawn inward in the body. So now we have developed a really nice, nourishing, complete breath. And we're going to continue to pay attention to this breath all the way through our practice today. In fact, if you find yourself drifting off, getting distracted, or finding yourself in your thoughts, understand that's very normal. You have not made a mistake. You have not done anything wrong. You're not a bad meditator. It's just a sign that you got a human brain that works, right? Birds fly, fish swim, brains think. So that's something we'll notice throughout our practice. And we have a very nice way of working with our thoughts instead of against them. If you find yourself thinking, come back to what we did at the beginning of our practice. Instead of pushing it away, try to acknowledge whatever you're thinking about, whatever's distracting you. It can be a sound that you heard, or it can be a memory that popped up, or a plan for later. See if you can observe and acknowledge your thought, And just like we practiced at the beginning of our meditation, if you so choose, when you're ready, you can let a thought go and trade it for a breath. You can feel your thought leave your body with your exhale, the sensation of letting go, and immediately coming right back into the sensation of breathing. No matter how much you feel distracted, and even if your meditation today is just a series of getting distracted and coming back over and over again, that's perfect. Try to practice that non-judgmental awareness. The important part is learning what it feels like to come back. All of us stray, all of us drift. That's what it means to be human. The important part here is not that we keep our attention perfect. Nobody can do that. That's not the point of our practice. Instead, the point of our practice is to recognize when we drift away into distractions and being able to bring ourselves right back into the breath. It's always right under your nose. At any time, you can come right back into your breath. So now we're going to use the breath to journey deeper into our meditation today. With your next breath, inhale and bring your attention to the tips of your fingers. Allow yourself to be still here, because when we're still, we become more sensitive to all the very subtle sensations. So allow yourself to be still and begin to feel into your body. Feel beneath the surface of your skin. It sounds kind of weird, I know, but see if you can start to tap into your inner space. And feel that for a moment. And as you feel into your body, I invite you to notice if there's any subtle sensation of aliveness or energy, like a gentle tingling or vibrating sensation. It's like a very subtle whisper in the body. It requires you to feel instead of think. So do your best to just feel into your body here. No need to analyze what it means or where it comes from. Just feel. And use your breath now to guide your attention through the palms of your hands. And feel the sensation follow. So it's like you're holding the sensation in your hands. Hold your hands in a way where if there was something in your hands, it would slip right through your fingers. And we're going to continue to scan upwards through the body here. Inhale and guide your attention through your wrists and your arms. As you do, relax each muscle away from the bone. And allow your shoulders to relax away from your ears. And as you relax your shoulders, notice that when you do, a new point in the body where you can sense the breath reveals itself. With your inhale, feel your shoulders rise. And with your exhale, feel them fall. Practice just softening the body with each breath here. And with your next breath, inhale and bring your attention to your toes. Notice the same aliveness here, the same sensation. See if you can notice it in your feet as well. Notice how wherever your attention goes, the energy follows. So if your attention is somewhere else, that's where the energy will go. We try our best to keep our attention in the body. And you can feel the energy that's present here. Now from the ground up, guide your attention through your legs. Feel your connection with the earth here. And draw stillness from the ground up through your legs, through your lower body. As you relax each muscle one by one, notice it feels grounding to connect with the earth here. Allow yourself to feel rooted as you work your way through your knees, through your hips, to the base of your spine where you're making contact with your seat. Together, we'll take a deep breath. Inhale, fill your belly, and follow the sensation upwards through your chest and your lungs, all the way up to your collarbones. And as you exhale, all the way to the bottom of your breath. With your attention in your chest, notice the movement and the space you create with each breath. Instead of forcing your breath, allow your breath. Sip in just a little bit more air at the top of your inhale. And slowly release. Once again, notice how it just feels nice to breathe in this way. Not attached to any outcome. Just because it feels nice. And let's continue to follow the breath upwards here. With your next inhale, relax your neck and your throat. And allow each breath to flow smoothly here. Now with your next inhale, follow your breath upwards and relax your neck and your throat. Allow each breath to flow smoothly. Feel breath gently whisper out. And relax your tongue, unclench your jaw, and relax all the muscles in your face. Letting go of some tension you might not even know you're holding on to. And relax the muscles behind your eyes. Allow your gaze to be soft, whether they're opened or closed. See if you can just allow your eyes to relax. And relax your temples and the side of your head. And bring your attention to your brow, to the center of your forehead, just an inch or so above the bridge of your nose. And draw all of your attention to this one point. It's almost like your perspective has now elevated above your eyesight. Here, use your breath to soften your brain and soften your thoughts. As you bring your attention all the way through your crown to the very highest point of your physical body. So we are now able to enjoy the perspective of presence. This is what it feels like to just be. Notice what feels different here than when we began our practice today. Notice and ask yourself, how does this feel? Do you find yourself able to be non-judgmental with your attention? Maybe you notice some distractions or some thoughts. And you're learning you're able to kind of let those go in favor of the next deep breath. Whether we realize it or not, this perspective of presence, as we'll call it, is so important in every aspect of our lives. We're so used to approaching the world through thoughts and perceptions. What do I think of the matter? And this meditation practice today is designed to show us what it feels like to shift out of thinking and into feeling. And what's so useful about that is, one, the breath is a lot easier to work with than our thoughts. The breath is simple, it's just sensation. Thoughts, they're complex, and sometimes I just make stuff up anyway. So we use the breath to, first off, make the present moment more approachable and more simple. But we also keep our attention in the body, because everything in the body is temporary. The breath passes, a feeling, a sensation passes, an emotion passes. And just like as soon as you hit the ball from your previous shot and it goes wherever it's going to go, that shot is over. Just like that last breath you just took, as soon as you released it, it's gone and done. You'll never breathe that same breath again. You'll take this breath, a new breath. And the purpose of our meditation today was to allow ourselves that perspective, to give ourselves some grace, to give our mind a break. We are our own worst enemy sometimes, our own self-sabotage. And I'm not just talking about on the golf course, I mean in life. So if you're interested in learning more about what it feels like to enjoy this present and engage with a different aspect of your humanity that's not thinking, but rather feeling and being. And I have many, many more guided meditation lessons for you here on Rubberman Golf. So if your eyes are closed, you can gently flutter them open. Come back to the space you started in. And I hope you realize what a kind and nice use of our time and attention this meditation was today. And regardless of whatever you experienced, whatever your practice was like, you sat with it. If you made it to this point in the video, hell yeah, great job. It's not about feeling happy meditation. It's about paying attention to the present moment on purpose in a non-judgmental way. And it just so happens that we are able to let go of a lot of our suffering when we practice that. So we feel happy, or something like that. Word. Great job, everybody. This is Jack here with Rubberman Golf, and I will see you next time with our next video. Go be great.